Hi, I'm Nathaniel, and this is what you need to know today. So we're going to be talking about lots of things today. So if you're new to Humble, don't worry. I'm going to fill you in on as much stuff as I possibly can to bring you up to speed. But before I go any further, I have to let you know I am not a financial advisor. I'm not a stockbroker. If you need somebody who's a professional, please go see someone who does that for a living professionally. Everything I talk about on this channel are my own thoughts and opinions. And so really, you should always do your own research and make sure you verify everything for yourself before you make any financial decisions. I am, however, an electrician who just so happens to be big on Humble. I've been an investor in Humble since last year in November of 2020. We are now in 2021. And so I just wanted to bring you guys up to speed on some other things that are happening. So let's get right into it. We had some breaking news today. I'm going to talk about that at the end of my video. Before that, I want to bring some of you new folks up to speed on some of the things that Humble has accomplished in just over a year. So back in June 25th of 2020, Humble was named a Forbes 2020 Rising Startup to Watch. Shortly after that, in November 19th, 2020, Humble and Brex Bank to pilot expanded high-speed digital payments platform between the United States and Latin America. Then on November 24th, Humble partners with Cyberbeat to expand into Asia Pacific. Then on December 1st, 2020, Humble mobile app and Humble Hubs Merchant Solutions deliver a successful pilot transaction between the United States and Mexico. Then on December 14th, 2020, Humble announces launch of their deal days. After that, December 17th, 2020, Humble launches Humble Studios for global merchant listings and web payment integration. Then on January this year, January 25th, 2021, Humble announces launch of Humble Financial Division, or their ETX. So we see a trend here. This company is moving. They're putting things out as quickly as they got it. Does that mean that they're perfect as soon as they launched it? No, but no app or no company had everything perfect, but they will fix things as they go along, and they have. Okay, so then what do we have after that? On February 2nd, 2021, Humble Financial launches Block ETX, which is what I was talking about, products in over 100 countries. So with their platform, you can sign up for their thing. It was $4.99. I think it's like $9.99 now to sign up. Likely it'll go up again sometime maybe next year. I don't really know, but I would look into getting in on that. This allows their robots to go in there and trade your cryptocurrency for you. Really cool. It helps you to take advantage of the upswings and the downswings of the digital currency like Bitcoin, Digibyte, Ethereum, all those good ones. So make sure you stop in and take a look at that. Also on February 25th, 2021, which by the way, I have an ETX. I have it set up. It's working great for me. But anyways, moving on. Humble completes corporate action. So that's when they change the name and all that good stuff had to take place, all the paperwork stuff. And then in March 16th, Humble announces Area Group Ventures investment and partnership for exclusive Chile country rights. And by the way, it's country for them, but also that's a corridor for Latin America down there in Chile. So this is a company that helps companies like Uber to launch Uber's product in that country. And then it kind of spreads from there. Chile is like one of the wealthier countries, or the wealthiest country in Latin America. So as a result, it helps to kind of feed the growth of a certain technology or business by taking it to Chile first. So very strategic that they did that. Just a side point. Anyways, Humble announces launch of block exchange traded index ETX products in the United States on April 1st. So again, all this progression, all these things that are happening. April 14th, 2021, HUMBL announces $50 million equity financing agreement and bridge note, which, by the way, if you read all this information, lots of great stuff on the HUMBL website. Lots of great stuff to read about. This right here, if you read through it, it will tell you that some of these funds will be available once they uplist, which is the plan that HUMBL has. I mean, they're going to uplist. That is their plan. They're just making it available to us retail investors before, all the big companies, the big boys get involved, and then they'll buy it, hundreds of thousands of shares, or thousands of shares anyways. Okay, going on. HUMBL announces launch of HUMBL Pay mobile application April 16th. On April 30th, HUMBL announces new team hires. So we have some new team hires. We had some reallocation of a few of the members that were already on the team. They were repositioned into a new role. And then on May 7th, 2021, HUMBL announces binding term sheet to acquire Monster Creative. This is all going to be with the NFTs, guys. You see the building blocks happening here. Every time we got a new launch, there's something strategic about it. Then on May 24th, 2021, HUMBL announces successful launch of NFT Gallery. Then on May 25th, 2021, HUMBL announces additional bridge round investments. So they're getting some other investors on board. Then on June 2nd, 2021, HUMBL announces strategic collaboration with Athletes First, which, by the way, I think they represent like a third of the professional athletes for the NFL. So that's a pretty big deal there. That's gonna open some doors to a lot of different things, and likely a lot of NFTs are going to come because as professional athletes are wanting to produce NFTs of themselves. And why? Because they get residual income from this. It's something they can keep having money, just like the movie stars do, or the recording, the people that write the song. They keep making money year after year from a song they wrote 20 years ago. So the professional athletes are wanting to get on board with that. And then we have on June 4th, 2021, HUMBL announces completion of Tickery acquisition. So now we're getting closer to the things we're going to be talking about at the end here. How about on July 6th, 2021, HUMBL announces completion of Monster LA acquisition. Okay. HUMBL announces strategic advisors July 7th, 2021. Then also on July 7, 2021, HUMBL CEO, he retires over $100 million of shares. On July 8, 2021, HUMBL announces partnership with Gabby Thomas, who just so happens to be an Olympian athlete. And she's going to be helping to promote HUMBL in the coming year. So 2022, we're going to be seeing Gabby Thomas and some others representing HUMBL. And so these are all the things that is listed here. What are some other things that are not listed on their website that have taken place? Well, there was the collaboration with Ticket Evolution. That just happened like last week. So we have Ticket Evolution that is going to be working with HUMBL. Basically, it's something that benefits both sides. So Ticket Evolution sees a benefit of what HUMBL is doing, and HUMBL sees a benefit that Ticket Evolution has. So they're both going to be using each other's technology because there's something beneficial for both sides. So I don't know if there's any financial transaction that is made between the two, but maybe more of a contractual obligation towards each other. We'll find out more details on that But what are some other things? We have, I think, like 3 other professional athletes that are Olympians that are going to be representing HUMBL as well. We have a podcast that we're supposed to be getting in September. And there's already been one podcast with Gabby Thomas that we were able to watch before she went and did her run in the Olympics. And so, there's all these things that HUMBL has already been doing and accomplishing. And then, of course, they had Rob Luna Day. If you don't know about that, you can check that out. You just type that in, Rob Luna Day, you'll find the video. It's pretty easy to find. But in any case, the fact of the matter is that HUMBL has been doing a lot of things. They're OTC stock, yes, but they're providing financials. They do not need to provide financials as an OTC stock, but they're doing that. Why would they want to do that? There's no other reason to do that other than to want to be able to uplist the NASDAQ, which I personally, this is my personal opinion, not anybody else's, I believe that they're going to do it in first quarter of 2022. Everything to me calls it, they're getting everything lined up this year so they can really hammer down in 2022. So I personally am going to be holding my shares all through 2022. I have sold 0 shares. I've only accumulated shares throughout my journey with HUMBL. And my family too has been accumulating shares. So if you were one of the fortunate ones that bought more shares this past week, kudos to you. Congratulations. If you haven't bought shares yet, it's okay. If you decide to do that, it's not too late. So lots of things happen. Okay, so now what is the news? What did we find out today that you need to know today? Okay, so we knew that in September we were going to be getting the ticketing, HUMBL ticketing, which would have to coincide because they're going to have the Pilgrimage Festival in Tennessee, which is also going to be the investor conference with investors that are going to be going there to that Pilgrimage Festival. So we know that the ticketing was going to happen sometime in September, but we've got word today, or you might be listening to this on another day, that on Tuesday, September 7th, they're going to be launching the NFTs. And just throwing this out there, OpenSea has done $1 billion in NFTs. And the NFT space is so much bigger than that. I mean, when Rob Luna said in his video that HUMBL has a $1 trillion idea, he is not joking. This is something that is going to affect the world. NFTs are going to be something that gets wrapped around just about anything that you can sell or track. Anything that you need to track, information about yourself, maybe your health, who knows. I don't know all the details on how big NFTs can be. I just know that it's something which stands for, by the way, if you don't know, non-fungible tokens is what NFTs stand for. So in any case, we are going to be getting the launch of the NFTs on Tuesday, September 7th. And then sometime this month, we're going to be getting the podcast is going to be launched with iHeartRadio, which has a huge following. A lot of people listen to iHeartRadio, so we're going to get a lot of broadcast out of that. That will be coming this month, as well as the ticketing. We're going to be getting the ticketing this month. So there's a lot of cool things are going to be happening in September, and no doubt at the investor call, at the investor conference in Tennessee, there's going to be probably some other big news that's going to be released at that time. Speculative, but it would only make sense that there would be something else. I know that HUMBL's got other things up their sleeve, and we got more things to roll out. So anyways, these are the things that you guys need to know. I hope I gave you a nice little recap. If you're new to HUMBL, if you haven't already done so, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'm Nathaniel, and this is what you needed to know today.